I do a lot of charity work now. Um, if if we can run a show down here for whatever organization, we work with them. Wrestlers will usually work cheap if it's for a legitimate charity and they know that it's not going in someone's pocket. You can get wrestlers to work pretty cheap. So we do a lot of benefit shows and stuff like that to help kids, and we do summer camp shows every year. I find that it's a good way to make money for people, for events, for charities, and people love wrestling, and we'll do the show to we fit the customer. We do a lot of stuff with kids and birthday parties. I mean, we'll do anything, but the main stuff we do are anything that can benefit schools. We uh we do things where all of the profits go to the school, 100%. We don't want anything. We don't take any of the profits. We don't. It's good for the schools. They get to do they sell all the concessions and stuff. They make all the money. That's good. It makes us happy. It's a way of giving back, because you know what, we had good careers, and I had a good career, and I'm very thankful that, even though it was my hard work, I'm thankful that I had the opportunities to do what I was able to do, and not many people were able to do that. And my generation was the last generation of people that basically go out there on TV and get beat up. They don't do that anymore. It's big guys and against big guys. So I was the last of a dying breed.
Well, outside of the charity shows that you've done, let's talk about some of the stuff that you've personally done as far as charity work. What kinds of things have you done over the years that you want to talk about that you've helped out with in your community?
I think the best thing that I did, that I felt the most impact for, and I really need to get it started back up again, is we used to go on Christmas Day to All Children's Hospital in Tampa, and we did that for many years. And we would bring Santa and bring toys, and that fell through about 10 or 11 years ago. And I don't know how it did that, but we did that in Tampa, and we would hit every children's hospital in the area, and oh man, that was so much fun. I mean, and always doing fundraisers for schools. That's the main thing. I've done so many. I think my favorite one was, most of the ones that we do for schools will involve a teacher or a coach or something like that. And I actually got to wrestle my high school principal, and we ended up raising about $8,000 for the band, which was nice. Um,
Wrestling your high school principal.
I wrestled my high school principal.
How
Yeah,
does
that
that
was
happen?
he was the principal of the school, and we wanted to fill the building, so I came to an assembly that they were having and got on the microphone and started yelling at him, and I challenged him to a wrestling match, and we packed it out. I mean, I think every student, every parent, it was completely full. We had to put it on the football field instead of in the basketball gym, and we made a ton of money for the school. And that's the main thing. I mean, I try to focus mainly on the community, because I like where I live, and if we can make some people smile, that's always a good thing. Kids love wrestling, and parents love wrestling. And like you said, it's a good escape. It's a way to, you know, it's like a movie. You can get away for 3 hours, and you don't have to deal with the mortgage and homework and everything, raising kids and all that crazy stuff you have to do every day.
Well, it's definitely heartwarming. And so you being able to go out there and spread some joy and make, these kids and the parents smile and get them away from all the craziness in the world. It's a good feeling.
We did, a few years ago. We lost a wrestler who was in ECW, and a just a great guy. His name was Hack Myers, and he was one of my very best friends, and he had tumors on his brain, and by the time they found him, they got him out, and everything was good, and he was mending, but he caught meningitis in the hospital, and he by the time he got back and they discovered the meningitis, he died 2 days later. So we did, in his honor, we did a show for the American Cancer Society and also for the Red Cross. And those were his favorite charities, and the WWF actually donated some stuff, which was very nice of them, and we were able to give $10,000 to the charities. That was the most successful one for me, and we got to Hack's family was there, so they got to enjoy that, and it all went to none of the wrestlers took a payday, and it all went to those two charities. And I'm a firm believer, if you don't give back in general, if you don't give back, then you're not a nice person to begin with. I mean, you can't get anywhere in life without someone helping you at some point. So if you don't give back, what does that say about you? You know, because I
Well,
know I didn't get here on my own. There are people that had to help me out. So I try to do the same thing.
yeah, it's all about paying it forward and making a difference.
That's it. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.